I'm gonna fill you guys in real quick. This is the first solo cash cup of the new season, but you only had a week to get the champs in order to play. So that means that points to qual is gonna be really low because the players that are in this are all in champs and they were the first people to get in champs, so they're gonna be pretty sweaty. So on East, which is the server that I play on, there's usually 12,000 players playing these solo cash cups, but this week there was only 3,000. You're gonna be seeing a lot of raw gameplay of fights, what I'm thinking in the moment. I'm gonna show you how a non-pro, and yes, I do consider myself to not be a pro yet until I get some earnings, consistent earnings that is, but how I get kills in a cup. And at the same time, I'm gonna bring you along for the story because I'm kind of live commenting some of these end games, and I think it would be more interesting if I start doing that because you kind of get to see what I'm thinking actually real time in the moment. It's kind of funny too. Do me a favor, use code KenBeans in the shop, check out the second channel, link down below, first link, and let's get into this. So one thing you're gonna notice as I'm fighting, most of these fights, they're just so damn sweaty. As you can see, this is my first game. I got really stacked loot. I wasn't necessarily prepared to fight someone, but mentally I was ready because you always have to assume that you're gonna get keyed. In low elo on these cash cups, it's just mindless keying, like just brain dead, not even getting one shot on me, just full jumping. So you have to be kind of careful because these players kind of understand a little bit about how to box fight, and if you make a wrong move, you're definitely gonna pay for it. One thing you're gonna notice is how I'm constantly creating so much room, and I'm always using my heals to heal up right away. You could see even when I create 2 boxes, I'm always looking to branch out and branch out and branch out and create another set of 2 boxes and another set. This player ended up getting third partied, so I push up to them, but you know how cash cups go, and this is literally the average fight. The guy cranks up, and then as he's cranking up, he'll just drop down right on my face. Next time I gotta be more prepared for that. Let me bring you along in what I'm thinking right now. At this point, both of us have griefed so much mats and so much heals that if one of us don't get the kill here, we're both gonna leave this fight with absolutely nothing. So essentially, I full committed to this fight, but at the start of it, I didn't really want to. I was trying to look to lead. Sometimes that gets your confidence up, knowing that you have to full commit when you've been fully griefed. You just have to send it, and whatever happens, happens. Thank the Lord that I end up getting this kill at the very end. I had a nice little pre-fire shot. Whenever someone SMG sprays my wall or floor like this, it's always the best opportunity to just hit a quick pre-fire. Even rotating out, players play so weird. You could see even when I hit this grapple, there was a guy in the bushes, but I was trying to jump on this superhero skin. Sometimes on my rotates, I notice that I'm in really congested spots. So going into this end game, you see me hit the grapple real quick. And then on the second time I go to swing, right in my head, the second I land off this guy's box, I know I'm in the zone, I'm chilling, but I overbuilt. Just so happens that there was a guy on the other wall, so I create a little full tart for myself and claim the wall from 1 box away. If I just made a slightly more optimal edit, that would be one of the best ways to get a really good strong crack and then just push in and I'd get a free kill, but I choked it. I'm gonna be back real soon here. I just want to show you this end game. I get a couple kills along the way and I end up getting pretty far. Definitely a good start. So here's another situation. I'm on Shifty Mountain. This is one of the best mountains to be in when the zone is directly in the center. A random guy literally just runs up to my box. This is the worst place to fight because you're gonna get third partied a lot. The second someone full commits like this, you have to fight them back. If you do not fight them and show them that you're not scared to take this fight to the sky, just start using what you got, spraying, keeping weird angles going. You could see how even though I know I'm really kind of angry at this point because this guy's full griefing, didn't even get a crack or nothing. That's how players are. I said that in the beginning of the video. It holds true even in literally every single game practically. When you get into really sweaty lobbies, that's when it might change a little bit. When you're in that higher elo, I'd say around like top 150, top 200. Eventually they end up backing off and I end up getting a really good decent crack. I know this guy's getting third partied, but I don't full commit to this for so long. You're gonna notice how even though I'm trying to keep the pressure up, once I knew that he was popping all that splash and stuff, I was hard out of that fight because it was more worth to get that positioning. One thing I do in these zones when it's kind of a max pull, you're gonna see how I kind of run in wood and get ahead before everyone else early, so that way I'm not stuck on the back edge when someone just jumps me the second I open up this cone edge. Here's a little bit of a live comm during the game. You get to see some of my thoughts in the moment, so check this out. Once again, be back soon. Don't stop. I'm gonna run in. Oh, I wasn't in when I made... Oh, good though. Gotta make sure I stick to his side here. Have a lot of brick. I'm gonna clean front side low like this. I looked away for 1 second, bro. I'm gonna go back to claiming front side. Instantly run the front side low. Just tarp this, look back. Look for someone on my lair. Not blocking my back right now. Gotta let it go because it was like... I have 3 builds. This is a pro player, and he actually, after I killed him for a second time, he came into my chat and absolutely hates me now, so GG, I guess. All I did was fight him off spawn. I didn't do anything toxic, no dancing or nothing, but that's just how people are, I guess. It really all started with a big crack, and then that's just the easiest push. If you just keep pressure up with the SMG, try and take walls and just jump in, it will definitely be an easy kill for you. Following up on this game, these couple kills you're gonna see are the most textbook solo cash cup kills you're ever gonna be able to get. I was using my AUG this whole time, trying to keep pressure up, and I was almost waiting for someone to run by these trees. If you get a crack like this, notice how I'm shooting down all the trees. They're breaking towards them. This person is definitely panicking very hard, and you can see how I just literally just straight jump in, no thought at all. Always trying to force yourself into the box, especially when you run in and spray with an SMG. It will break the stair as you go in and get a free kill. Next guy, I kind of played back on my rotate and I waited for people to run by me first since I had some positioning a little bit. Once I got a massive crack, I knew that this would be the freest kill in my life because this guy has to box up in order to get into the zone. So when I got the crack, I used my SMG right off the bat and just spray a lot, and you're never gonna believe what happens here. I was doing so well trying to calm everything I'm doing. I got full aimbotted by Sticks. Now, Sticks, if you're watching this, I love you, bro, but I hate you. Go up and down layers like this. Sticks is for real, a homie. That game was on me, of course, but if that didn't happen there, I would have been top 50 in this cup if I got like a top 10. Here's another fight at Tilted. I have really good mats, really good guns, really good heals. I thought that I would be able to push this guy and maybe just get aggressive with him off spawn. You're gonna see how I'm starting to attack his box and attack his box. This double swing from above the box, that was really not a smart play. It gave him a lot of confidence to push up to me. And I don't usually do this. I like to keep fast cuts in my videos, but I'm kind of letting this one play out. You're gonna see how even when I pop this big, I try to protect my angles as much as possible, but I hear him cranking up, and then I heard him trying to chop me down at the same time. So I'm constantly looking for quick little drop down plays, looking for little sneak attacks, over the wall shots like this. At one point or another, I know that I griefed 1,000 mats, so at this point I was like, let me full disengage, and I end up leaving that fight. I think that personally that's the smartest way to go about fighting. If you don't get no initial cracks, you're not going to sit there for years. Just go leave, farm up mats again. Like I said, got the mats up, and then I end up seeing another guy in front of me, and he puts a stair up, so I instantly try and get some small shots on him without taking damage back, so that way he leaves me alone. So I go up the mountain the other way, and yet again, another player's fighting. So I have to full fight this guy. Pre-fires, just spray my SMG when I can to get bullets to bleed through. In cash cups, you really can't get too aggressive until you just kind of get some chip damage and some chip damage. You kind of have to play protective at first. I end up running away because I thought that I'd have a free escape since I had the height and he was boxed up. This guy really wanted to fight, and now I learned my lesson. I'm just gonna full key everyone the second I get into a fight. I'm gonna let this play out for just a couple seconds and I'll be right back. Towards the end, I really thought I was playing this angle super smart and patient. He ends up shooting me through a wall, I'm pretty sure, on my screen, but I would have died to that third party anyway. He was literally right behind me. This was the most toxic part of the cash cup that I played in. Right off spawn, I land tilted. I get a really good drop. I see this AR, and of course, I'm going to look for people on height here. It would be stupid for me not to. Once I killed this same pro again, he full hates me now, so I guess GG. But I know that deep down that if he was me, he would have done the exact same thing, so I'm not even thinking twice about that. Going into this game, in this end game, we really needed to pop off here. We were really close to qual if we do well here too. I think like a top 5 with like 2 games left. It's going to be solid for me to actually make it to final. Check out what happens and I'll be right back. So unfortunately, we didn't get the finish that I really wanted. I was so close to getting this perfectly timed refresh. It didn't happen. To sum it up, going into the last game here, I got 2 refreshes at the best time. So much whites and everything. And it was still possible at this point to qual in this game if I get like a top 2 or something. I really just couldn't find the layer for the life of me. Super unfortunate. We end up getting 451st place in the hardest cash cup of the season. Hit the sub button if you like this type of content where I review stuff like this. Gonna be really focusing on trying to get earnings, if not in solos, in duos. See you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh, no.